If you're over 60 and waking up weaker than yesterday, it's not aging. It's a warning sign your muscles are starving. Over 68% of older adults are losing strength right now. Not because they don't move enough, but because they've been told the wrong foods build muscle. Today you'll discover the truth about one humble pantry food that's quietly outperforming meat, eggs, and powders in clinical trials. It's cheap, powerful, and might be the missing link between you and the strength you thought was gone for good. This food helped seniors gain over 2 kilos of lean muscle in just 12 weeks, with no gym, no supplements, and no expensive meal plans. Before we dive in, type yes in the comments if any of this sounds familiar. You've lost strength in your arms or legs, you need help with things you used to do alone, or you've started to feel more unsteady on your feet. We're reading and replying to every single comment because this silent struggle is more common than most people think. Let's begin. Number 5 is split peas. According to USDA data, 1 cup of cooked split peas provides more protein than 2 large eggs. 16 grams versus 12 grams plus fiber, iron, and magnesium, which eggs don't have. Now I know split peas don't sound as exciting as superfoods or supplements. But if you're over 60 and need something soft, comforting, and actually good for your muscles, this little legume might surprise you. 1 cup of cooked split peas gives you over 16 grams of plant protein, plus a big dose of magnesium, iron, and gut-friendly fiber. And here's the best part. They're one of the easiest beans to prepare. No soaking. No pressure cooker, just boil and simmer. They cook down into a soft, creamy texture that's gentle on your teeth and easy to digest. That makes them perfect for seniors dealing with low appetite, chewing issues, sensitive digestion, or just plain fatigue at mealtime. Think of it like this. When you don't feel like eating much, but your body still needs real nutrition, a warm bowl of split pea soup is like a gentle protein delivery system. You're also getting iron, which helps deliver oxygen to your muscles, and magnesium, which supports healthy muscle contractions and even better sleep. Quick tip, add turmeric and black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. And don't forget, a splash of lemon or tomato vitamin C helps your body absorb that iron better. So if you're just getting started with beans, or if other ones give you gas or feel too heavy, split peas are a safe, soothing, and muscle-loving place to begin. Before we move on to the next bean, if you're wondering what to eat before bed to keep that muscle building going, our next video shares 5 bedtime snacks that help seniors restore muscle mass overnight. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss tomorrow's video. But first, let's get back to today's list because the next bean might already be in your kitchen. Number 4 is chickpeas. Also known as garbanzo beans, chickpeas are like the Swiss Army knife of plant protein. You can roast them, mash them, add to salads, or turn them into creamy hummus. And get this, 1 cup of chickpeas has about 14–15 grams of protein. That's more protein than 2 large eggs, but with added fiber, iron, and no cholesterol. For older adults, that fiber is a big deal. It helps digestion, keeps you full longer, and even reduces the inflammation that makes muscle loss worse over time. Alan, 68, from Florida, used to eat toast and eggs for breakfast, then feel sluggish by noon. Now he blends canned chickpeas with olive oil, lemon, and garlic to make a quick mash. He spreads it on toast and says he feels fuller, more energized, and doesn't get the same blood sugar crash in the afternoon. That's the power of slow digesting carbs plus plant protein. Try this at home. 1 2-cup canned chickpeas rinsed, 1 tsp olive oil, squeeze of lemon, plus pinch of salt, mash into a spread or blend into hummus. Oh, and don't pour out that thick liquid from the can. It's called aquafaba and it's packed with nutrients. You can add it to soups for extra protein and flavor. So if you're looking for something soft, filling, and just as powerful as eggs, chickpeas deserve a spot on your plate. Number 3 is black beans. If you're dealing with sore muscles, slow recovery, or that heavy inflamed feeling in your legs, black beans might be your new best friend. They've got about 15 grams of protein per cooked cup. That's roughly the same as 2 eggs, but with something eggs don't have: a powerful antioxidant punch. Those dark pigments in black beans come from compounds called anthocyanins, the same anti-inflammatory heroes found in blueberries. And for older adults, that matters a lot. Inflammation is one of the silent culprits behind muscle loss, joint pain, and fatigue. So getting your protein and anti-inflammatory protection in the same bite, that's a win. Take Linda, 72. She started adding 1 or 2 cups of black beans to her lunch, usually in a warm grain bowl with brown rice and veggies. Within a few weeks, she said she wasn't as stiff in the mornings and could carry groceries again without taking a break. Black beans are also great for batch cooking. They hold their shape, freeze well, and reheat without turning to mush. Here's a simple way to use them. Cook a big batch on Sunday or use low-sodium canned. Add to soups, tacos, scrambled eggs, or grain bowls. Season with cumin, garlic, and a little lime juice to boost flavor and digestion. And if you're watching your blood sugar, good news. Black beans have a low glycemic index and slow down carb absorption, so you get steady energy, not a crash. So, yes, eggs are good. But black beans give you just as much protein plus antioxidants, fiber, and anti-inflammatory benefits that go far beyond breakfast. Number 2 is lentils. And here's a fun fact. 1 cup of cooked lentils gives you around 18 grams of protein. That's 50% more protein than 2 eggs according to USDA numbers. But more importantly, lentils come with 0 cholesterol, more fiber, and minerals that support aging muscles. If you're over 60, lentils are honestly one of the most underrated foods you can eat. They cook fast, just 20 to 30 minutes. No soaking, no prep, no hassle. And red lentils cook even faster, breaking down into a creamy consistency that's gentle on the stomach and easy to chew. They're packed with folate, a B vitamin that helps your body process protein. Plus magnesium and potassium to support muscle function, blood pressure, and better sleep. Let me give you a real-world example. Raymond, 66, never liked beans growing up. But after struggling with blood pressure and weak legs, his doctor suggested more plant protein. So his wife started making red lentil soup twice a week with carrots, garlic, and cumin. Within 2 months, Raymond said he felt less bloated, more energetic, and wasn't as winded climbing stairs. He didn't change anything else, just swapped some meat for lentils. Want to try it? Start with red or brown lentils, no soaking needed. Simmer with turmeric, onion, garlic, and a splash of lemon juice. Serve with rice or whole grain bread for a complete protein. So if you're looking for a soft, fast-cooking, senior-friendly source of protein, lentils punch way above their weight. Number 1 is soybeans. And if you've been told they're not as good as meat or eggs, here's what the science says. 1 cup of cooked soybeans gives you over 31 grams of complete protein. That's more than 4 eggs, or even a small chicken breast. And unlike meat or eggs, soybeans also give you fiber, antioxidants, and 0 cholesterol. But it's not just about protein quantity. Soybeans are one of the few plant sources that contain all 9 essential amino acids, just like animal protein. And yes, that includes leucine, the amino acid older adults need most to trigger muscle growth. In fact, multiple studies have shown that soy protein can match or even outperform whey protein in seniors, when consumed in the right amount. Take Marcia, 71, from Oregon. She was skeptical about plant protein, until she started snacking on steamed edamame. That's just young green soybeans. Within a month, she noticed her arms felt firmer, and she could walk longer without needing a break. Now she keeps frozen edamame in the freezer and eats them like peanuts, warm, salty, and protein-packed. Here's how to try soybeans at home. Look for edamame in the freezer section, already shelled or in the pod. Steam for 5 minutes, sprinkle with sea salt or garlic powder. Add to salads, stir-fries, or enjoy as a snack. Or try firm tofu or tempeh, both made from whole soybeans. Worried about digestion? Soak dry soybeans overnight and pressure cook for maximum absorption. So if you're serious about maintaining your strength, balance, and independence after 60, soybeans are the single most complete research-backed plant protein you can eat. So there you have it. 5 powerful beans that can help rebuild your muscle, protect your energy, and keep you strong after 60. They're simple. They're affordable. And they work if you eat them the right way. Start with just 1 this week. Cook it soft, season it right, and give your body the steady fuel it needs to stay strong. Tell us in the comments, which bean are you most excited to try, or are you already using one of them? And if you want to keep your strength going even while you sleep, don't miss our next video. We'll show you 5 bedtime snacks that help rebuild muscle overnight without heavy digestion or blood sugar spikes. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear which of these beans you're going to try first.